It was just past midnight when Emeka walked along the dusty road near the outskirts of Enugu. The moon hung low, casting pale light over the scattered tombstones of the village cemetery. He had just finished a late-night errand and was eager to return home when a soft, distressed cry pierced the silence. Curious and cautious, Emeka followed the sound. Between two old graves, he saw her, a young woman dressed in a tattered white gown, clutching a small bundle tightly against her chest. He froze for a moment, unsure if he should approach. The child in her arms whimpered, and something primal within him urged him to act. Are you okay?" he asked, stepping closer. The woman looked up, revealing wide, desperate eyes. Her skin was pale, almost luminescent under the moonlight, and she whispered, "Please, help my baby." Without thinking, Emeka reached out. The child, no more than a month old, stirred in her arms. He took the baby carefully, cradling it against his chest. "It's all right, I'll help," he said. She hesitated, then handed over a small, soaked bundle of clothing. Emeka looked around. There was no sign of anyone else. The wind rustled through the cemetery, and the rustling leaves made the shadows move unnaturally. Yet, despite the eerie surroundings, he felt compelled to help. He carried them toward the nearby street lamp, half expecting the woman to vanish. But she followed quietly, her face calm yet distant. Emeka couldn't shake a strange feeling, as if the air around them carried a chill that had nothing to do with the night. They reached a small bench near the cemetery gate. He set the baby down and checked its tiny pulse. Everything seemed normal. The woman watched silently, her eyes glimmering unnaturally in the dim light. Something about her presence made his skin crawl, but the baby was innocent, and that was enough for Emeka to stay. Little did he know, this encounter would mark the beginning of nights filled with terror, confusion. After the cemetery encounter, Emeka returned home, carrying the baby wrapped in a thin blanket. The chill of the night clung to his skin, and he couldn't shake the feeling that someone, or something, was watching him. The baby stirred, letting out a soft coo, and for a moment, his fears subsided. At least the child was safe. He placed the baby gently on the living room sofa and stepped back. The woman had vanished, leaving no trace. No sound of footsteps, no faint shadow, nothing. Emeka rubbed his temples. Could he have imagined her? But the warmth of the baby in his arms and the faint smell of the woman's perfume lingered in the air, undeniable. The next morning, the baby seemed healthy, but Emeka noticed the small pendant around the infant's neck. He hadn't seen it in the cemetery. A tiny carved figure of a woman holding a child, delicate yet strangely detailed. He lifted it, feeling a subtle vibration. His heartbeat quickened. There was something unusual about it, something almost alive. As the days passed, Emeka began noticing strange occurrences. Shadows flickered at the corner of his eyes. Cold drafts moved against the wind. The baby would giggle at nothing, staring at corners of the room as if following unseen shapes. Emeka laughed nervously at first, chalking it up to exhaustion and stress. But that night, he woke drenched in sweat. His sheets were soaked, and the memory of a dream lingered, a pale woman's face, eyes glowing faintly, whispering words he couldn't understand. The sensation of being watched intensified, pressing on him even as he held the baby close. Emeka realized the encounter at the cemetery was only the beginning. Whoever the woman was, or whatever she had become, she had attached herself to him and the baby. A shiver ran down his spine as he whispered into the dark, "What do you want from us?" The answer came in silence, and yet the night seemed to answer back with a promise of fear, secrets, A week after the mysterious pendant appeared, Emeka's nights became unbearable. He had started wetting the bed, a humiliation he had never experienced before. Each time he woke in damp sheets, he felt a cold chill wrap around his spine, as though icy fingers pressed against him. The baby slept soundly beside him, untouched by the cold, yet the room felt charged with an unseen presence. One night, Emeka awoke to whispers. Soft, feminine, unintelligible words floated around the room, sending a shiver down his spine. He strained his eyes and saw a shadow near the doorway. A faint glow outlined a figure, the woman from the cemetery. Her eyes shone eerily, and she cradled the baby as if it were her own. Emeka's heart raced. What are you?" he stammered. The figure tilted her head, silent, yet the weight of her gaze pressed heavily on him. He noticed that despite her pale, ghostly form, her presence exuded both sorrow and longing. That night, the bedwetting continued. Each time, he awoke paralyzed, feeling the cold mist around him. The baby remained unharmed, giggling softly at nothing. Emeka began to piece together a terrifying realization: the woman was not alive. She was a ghost, bound to the child and to him. By the third night, he attempted to confront her. "Why are you here? What do you want?" he shouted, his voice shaking. The figure simply drifted closer, whispering unintelligible words. Then, she vanished into the corner, leaving only a cold, lingering aura. Emeka understood. Her presence was not just haunting him, it was affecting his body, his mind, and his sleep. The child, innocent as he was the key to her attachment. Fear gripped him, yet he couldn't abandon the baby. He knew he had to find a way to survive the nights, uncover her story, and protect the child from the ghostly woman who had entered their lives. Terrified and desperate, Emeka knew he couldn't face the nightly horrors alone. He sought the guidance of Nkiru, a local diviner known for dealing with restless spirits. Her compound smelled of burning herbs and fresh palm leaves, the air thick with the scent of ritual incense. When he explained the cemetery encounter, the ghostly woman, and the baby, her face grew grave. "The child binds her here," Nkiru said, examining the pendant around the baby's neck. "She is trapped, unwilling or unable to live. Her spirit seeks comfort through you, but she is not of this world. You must act carefully." Emeka swallowed hard. "What can I do? I can't keep losing sleep, and I can't harm the baby." "You must invite her to speak," Nkiru instructed. "Use the pendant as a focus. Show her you mean no harm, and seek to understand her story. Only acknowledgement and ritual can release her." That night, Emeka prepared. He lit a small oil lamp and placed the pendant in front of him and the baby. "I'm not your enemy," he whispered, voice trembling. "Please, tell me why you're here." The room grew icy. A faint whisper floated above the baby's crib. Slowly, the ghost appeared, her translucent form gliding across the room. Emeka's heart raced, but he held the baby close. She hovered near the pendant, touching it lightly, and he felt a wave of sorrow emanate from her. The whisper became clearer, forming words that chilled his blood. "My baby, they left me. I couldn't protect him," her voice trembled with grief. Emeka realized she had died young, unable to care for her child. The baby she held now was the link to her past life, her unfinished sorrow. Emeka's resolve strengthened. He would honor her grief, listen, and find a way to release her without harm. The night stretched long, but he finally understood the truth: compassion, not fear, was the only way forward. Emeka spent the next evening preparing for the final encounter. Mom and Kiru had instructed him to create a small ritual circle using palm leaves and to place the pendant and the baby at its center. The night was unusually quiet, and the moonlight fell in silver streams across the floor, illuminating the ritual setup. As he finished, a cold breeze swept through the room, and the ghost appeared, her eyes wide with sorrow and longing. She reached toward the baby, and Emeka held the child close, whispering gently, "I want to help you find peace." The spirit hovered for a long moment, translucent form flickering like a candle. Then, she lowered her gaze to the pendant, and the room filled with a soft hum, almost musical, like the voices of ancestors. Emeka felt the sorrow radiate from her, the grief of a mother who had died too soon, bound to the living by her unfulfilled love. He spoke gently, "Your child is safe. You don't have to stay here anymore. Go in peace." Her lips quivered, and for the first time, she smiled faintly. A soft glow surrounded her form. Slowly, the ghost lifted upward, moving toward the ceiling as though ascending. Her eyes met Emeka's one last time, and in them, he saw relief, gratitude, and release. A gentle warmth replaced the icy presence, and the room felt lighter. The baby cooed softly, untouched by the chill that had haunted them. Emeka realized the bedwetting, the terror, and the restless nights were all manifestations of her sorrow. Now, with her release, normalcy would return. The following morning, Emeka woke to sunlight streaming across the room. The baby smiled in his arms, and the pendant lay quietly on the table, inert. He exhaled, feeling both exhaustion and relief. The ghost had vanished, leaving peace in her wake. He knew he had witnessed something beyond understanding, a story of love, loss, and lingering ties between the living and the dead. But more importantly, he had survived, protected the child, and honored the spirit.